Papa Squad. Coming at ya. Did a live stream yesterday, Saturday night, and that went very, very well. It was actually a pretty long live stream. I don't remember how long it was. Let's take a look. 2.5 hours? 2 hours and 40 minutes. Way longer than I planned on going. Way, way longer. Some great music. Some great artists that I had never heard of in some cases. Frost Children. So, so cool. Salem. Know them. Captain Swag. Awesome. Jamie KYS. Somebody who was in chat and wanted me to react to their stuff. Very cool track. Bobby Brown, Maxi Priest, NSYNC, SPM, Dr. Dre, DJ Smokey, and Varg 2TM featuring Eurohead. That was an absolutely incredible track. Azumi Takahashi and Mac Miller. That's who we reacted to last night. Awesome stuff. Really, really fun. Tonight, we're going to listen to 3 tracks off of an album, I think from Aetheres is the name of the artist. Looks like this album is called Rakata, Rakata. And let's just check it out. Heat of My Candle, Show Me the Way is the first track. Then Krea, Kreia, and Azir. Oh, the Azir were the Germanic, like the guys in the. I think I'm remembering correctly. The Azir are the Aesir, the Germanic. Like the warriors, the spirits of the dead in Valhalla, I think were the Aesir. Norse mythology, Aesir are a group of principal deities. Okay, I'm wrong. They are often associated with war, law, and fate, and their main dwelling is Asgard. The Aesir are distinct from another group of gods, the Vanir, though the two groups interacted and even warred with each other. Yeah, I totally got that wrong. Yeah, are the gods in Germanic paganism. There you go. Okay. It's just the name for the gods. Let's check this out. It's 3 tracks. They're each about 2 to 3 minutes long. And Aetheres wanted me to listen to this. So let's do it. I'm going to reload this page because this has been open for a couple days. Let's go. This might take a second. Alright, please like, subscribe, and share. Please go watch another video on the channel. CashApp, PayPal, and Patreon information is down below if you'd like to send me music to listen to, if you want to support me in some way, and if you make music, like I believe the artist's name is Aetheres, right? Yes. My email address is also down below, papasquatjon@gmail.com. That is how people send me stuff to react to. 2 minutes, 25 seconds, if they've made it. Let's go. What is this going to be? Definitely ambient. I forgot. So this says there's some information here we have about this artist. I'm a 22-year-old college student and artist. I make music under the name Aetheres. I've just started releasing solo music and would love for you to check it out. You've reacted to a bunch of my friends' music in the past. I'm really tight with the guys in Battaglia Franca. I do remember reacting to that and really liked it. Nature Fan Club and ISO. Here's a YouTube link to my first project. Would love for you to check it out. Would love for you to check out the track titled Krya. So I'm going to do all these tracks because I'm curious to see what they're like. But Krya is the second one, and that's what we're going to check out next. This one, I mean, it's ambient, so I don't have a ton of stuff to say. It sounds like a very, in some cases, it sounds like feedback with a purpose, but then you get those natural sounds in there of the waves crashing and things like that, and it takes on a much more, I don't know, like yoga studio, meditation room sort of sound, which is not a bad thing. It's not what I listen to with any sort of regularity, but there you go. So let's listen to, so this one, blah 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 John. This track was called Heat of My Candle Show Me the Way. The next track is Krya, which is the one that he said I should check out. So let's check it out. Oh, you. Okay, here we go. It's interesting because the vocals absolutely in my brain trigger some of the vocals that Sting does. There's just sort of a openness to the voice that, and certainly the note of it, like the tone of it, is so similar to some of his stuff, and probably especially on like this 10 Summoner's Tales album, that I really like. It came to mind so strongly right at the beginning, and then right in this section that we just heard, where you hear like a little bit of a note, like just a smattering of a note, and I go, yep, that sounds like Sting. So that was maybe a little too sharp coming in, right how it did. It really, like, it didn't even ramp up. It was just all of a sudden there, very loud, very insistent. I kind of wish it had come in with a little bit more of a start quiet in the background and then get loud. And it didn't have to be much, right? It didn't have to be quiet for long, but just a build to it instead of just that seemed a little strong. Cool sound. Nice round. Yeah. I very much like when we went on full electronic mode there, right? Like full EDM style. I really, really like that. I very much feel like the first minute of this could have not been that long, right? Because I think it was right around here, right about the minute mark, is when you drop that. Yep. So just before it. So that is 58, 59 seconds, right? Yep, right at 59 seconds. And that intro part definitely could have been shorter. And then build up to that electronic part, because once you get to the electronic part, it's you go through everything much faster. You go through the musical phrases faster. It is it doesn't have that relaxed feeling that the first minute has, and I'm wondering why. Unless you really just want the first minute to relax you and get you into this very calm, relaxed state, and then you just shock everybody awake. One of the things I think a lot of early producers do, and I've talked about this a lot, is they fall in love with a musical phrase and they use it longer than they need to get the point across. And it's not until a producer or musician gets more experience that they go, okay, I don't need to have this for 8, 10, 16 bars. I can do this for 4 bars or 6 bars or 2 bars, and it gets that musical phrase out there. And maybe I bring it back later, I refer to it, whatever. But I don't need to play it over and over and over because I'm in love with it as the creator of it, and I just want to hear it a whole bunch. I can just play it and it's there, and I move on to the next one, move on to the next one. It feels like the first minute of this, you really wanted, like you were really in love with the way it sounded, and then you got to the part where you were like, oh, I can move through this quicker because it has more energy, more action, more interesting stuff going on. I would love to have seen that attitude applied to the first minute. Get through that in 30, 40 seconds and get to the electronic stuff, like the dancey electronic stuff, the energetic electronic stuff a little faster. I know the whole first song was very ambient, very not slow necessarily, calm, relaxing, and changing that up I think is interesting in the second song. You just gotta, I think, just build up to it. Start calm, build up a little more excitement, then unleash the electronic, and it'll sound super, super cool. I do think this sounds really good. I like the electronic. And I like the musical phrases you're introducing, the differences, the different things you're doing to the music in this section. I like this a lot. Krya. Kreia. And now let's listen to Aetheres, the last track on the album. 2 minutes 40 seconds. Okay, I kind of like that, whatever that is, that instrument. It sounds maybe like not necessarily a harpsichord, but some kind of stringed instrument. And I think it's being hit with something. But I like that. I like how that is feeling in this. Slightly electronic, slightly just ambient. It's cool. Maybe some kind of guitar, regular stringed instrument. Sorry, I was muted. I'm loving this. The boom, boom, like really, really cool. Just very, very, very nice sound. I love it. So that where that instrument note started getting introduced back here really reminded me of Pink Floyd's The Wall, um, where I don't remember what song it is, but they're playing, and it gets quiet again, and then they reintroduce one of the musical phrases that had been playing earlier, just real quiet in the background, and it just comes in, and it's just there, right? That's what that reminded me of. It just kind of plink that little thing in my brain. Maybe you heard it too. Maybe you understand what I'm saying. Uh, yeah, I think this works also really well, and I loved the energetic part of this because it goes through those musical phrases that you want to introduce very quickly, gets them out there, plays them, all done, moves back into the kind of calmer part, and the calmer parts I think is where you are. I don't want to say repeating things too much, but I think too much of that energy gets drained away. Like this stuff right here, super cool. And then you're done, right? You stop using that, and you go back to this stuff that we hear here for like the next minute. And I mean, obviously it's your music. Make what you want to make. But the coolest parts of your songs that I've heard are this stuff that's like the full on electronic, very energetic, lots of cool stuff happening. You get your musical phrases out there, you let people hear what you want to say, and then you drain all that energy away and go back to now you're calm, everything's fine. I'm going to repeat the same thing for a long time, and that's just how the song's going to end. And and that's fine, right? Like that's absolutely fine. That's you're the artist, you get to make your decisions of what it's going to sound like. But man, the dancey part, the electronic part is so good, so good. I just want to hear more of it, and I don't want you to drain that energy away from me after I've just enjoyed all of that so much. I want to take some of that with me. Very cool stuff. There you go. That's what I'd have to say. Aetheres. This is the topic of aetheres. Okay, so only this stuff is out there. I was wondering if there might be more. More about this channel, support group. All right, there you go. If you want to check out more of aetheres' music, I guess there's this album. You should go check it out. Go download it and see what you think. I think it's awfully good, and I like the electronic portions of it especially well. And admittedly, I said up front, ambient, not really what I'm into. Electronic music, definitely into. So, there's my bias. Thank you so much for sending this to me. I really appreciate it. I hope you don't feel deflated by what I had to say. This is just my opinion anyway. It's very good. Papa Squat. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, share. Please go watch another video on the channel. CashApp, PayPal, Patreon. Have yourself a good day. Go check out that live stream that I did yesterday, Saturday. It was very fun. I think it's number 63. Number 63. That is the one. It is live. You can watch it. Blocked in some territories, but not very many. Have yourself a good day. Bye-bye.